Jai Guruji Maharaj, Shukranaguruji Maharaj, with folded hands and gratitude in my heart, I bow to the lotus feet of our beloved Guruji. With his divine grace and due permission, let us immerse ourselves in the nectar of the holy Shivpuran. Today, let's begin reading the Shivapurāna Vidyeśvara Śamhita, chapter 8. This is day 15 of the audiobook. Chapter 8, Shiva's Forgiveness of Brahma. Nandikeshwar said, Mahadev then created a wonderful person, Bhairav, from the middle of his brows to quell the pride of Brahma. This Bhairav knelt before the Lord in the battlefield and said, O Lord, what shall I do? Please give me your directives quickly. Dear, here is Brahma, the first deity of the universe. Worship him with your sharp-pointed, quick-moving sword. With one of his hands, he caught hold of the tuft of Brahma's fifth head that was guilty of haughtily uttering a falsehood, and with the hands he furiously shook his sword in order to cut it off. Your father trembled like a plantain tree in a whirlwind, with his ornaments scattered here and there, his clothes ruffled and loosened, the garland displaced, the upper cloth hanging loose, and the glossy tuft dishevelled, and fell at the feet of Bhairav. Meanwhile, the sympathetic Achyut, desirous of saving Brahma, shed tears over the lotus-like feet of our Lord and said with palms joined in reverence, just like a child lisping words of entreaty to his father. Achyut said, O Lord, it was you who gave him 5 heads as a special symbol long ago. Hence, please forgive him his first guilt. Please favor him. The Lord, thus requested by Achyut, relented and in the presence of all Devas asked Bhairav to desist from punishing Brahma. Then the Lord turned to the deceitful Brahma, who bent down his neck and said, O Brahma, in order to extort honor from the people, you assumed the role of the Lord in a roguish manner. Hence, you shall not be honored, nor shall you have your own temple or festival. Brahma said, O Lord, be pleased. O flourishing one, I consider the sparing of my head itself a great blessing and a boon. Obeisance to thee, the Lord, the kinsman, the originator of the universe, the forbearing, the forgiver of defectors, the benevolent one, wielding the mountain as his bow. Ishwar said, O child, the whole universe will be ruined if it loses the fear of a king. Hence, you mete out punishment to the guilty and bear the burden of administering this universe. I shall grant you another boon which is very difficult to get. In all domestic and public sacrifices, you will be the presiding deity. Even though a sacrifice is complete with all the ancillary rites and offerings of monetary gifts, it will be fruitless without you. Then the Lord turned to the deceitful Ketak flower, guilty of perjury, and said, O you Ketak flower, you are roguish and deceitful. Go away from here. Hereafter, I have no desire to include you in my worship. When the Lord said thus, all the Devas shunned the very presence of the flower. Ketak said, Obeisance to thee, O Lord, your bidding will mean that my very birth is fruitless. May the Lord be pleased to make it fruitful by forgiving my sin. Thy remembrance is reputed to quell all sins perpetrated consciously or unconsciously. Now that I have seen thee, how can the sin of uttering falsehood sully me? Thus entreated in the middle of the council, the Lord said, It is not proper for me to veer you. I am the Lord and my words must stay true. My attendants and followers shall veer thee. Hence thy birth shall be fruitful. Of course, in the canopies over my idol, you can be used for decoration. The Lord thus blessed the three, the flower Ketak, Brahma and Vishnu. He shone in the assembly duly eulogized by the Devas. With this, I would like to conclude today's chapter. First and foremost, I would like to seek forgiveness from our beloved Guruji Maharaj for the mistakes in the narration of this divine chapter. I would also like to seek forgiveness from each and every one of you for the same, and would like to invite you to the reading of next divine chapter from the holy Shivapurāna. Thank you, Guruji, for everything. Thank you each and every one of you.